Did you know that St. Lucie County has invested more than $88 million in public works projects over the last 7 years? Find out more next on Inside St. Lucie. Hello, welcome to this edition of Inside St. Lucie, SLC TV's monthly government affairs show. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director, and on today's show, we're going to talk about St. Lucie County's half-cent infrastructure sales tax program with our guest, St. Lucie County Commissioner Aaron Lowry, and a member of the Surtax Oversight Committee, Stacy Annone. But before we meet our guests, here's some upcoming events and announcements from the Board of County Commissioners. The St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce is teaming up with St. Lucie County's Planning and Development Services staff to host a free Before You Sign the Lease workshop on Monday, April 13th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. This workshop is essential for business owners looking to create a new business or to buy, build, lease, or expand their current organization. To register, visit the Chamber's website at stluciechamber.org. Don't miss the largest Earth Day celebration on the Treasure Coast as St. Lucie County's Environmental Resources Department hosts its annual Earth Day Festival on Saturday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Oxbow Eco Center, located at 5400 Northeast St. James Drive in Port St. Lucie. This free, family-friendly event features food, music, environmental education displays and activities, and much more. For a detailed schedule of events, visit oxboweco.com. Now for the latest updates, be sure to visit our website at stlucieco.gov and click on our comprehensive calendar. And if you'd like to be added to our press release distribution list, you can send us an email at pio@stlucieco.gov. We're also on all the social media channels at St. Lucie Gov, so we hope you'll follow us there. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with the latest economic development stats. St. Lucie County's tourism office experienced an 18.4% decrease in revenue in December compared to last year. Overall, for the new fiscal year, the tourist development tax is down 14.6% compared to the previous year. Overall building activity decreased less than 1% in December compared to the previous month, with 739 applications submitted. This was a 46% decrease over the same month a year ago. However, permitting revenue increased by 25% compared to the previous month and a 3.7% increase over the same month a year ago. According to the Florida Realtors Association, the median home sale price in St. Lucie County for December was $395,000, a 1% increase from 1 year ago, while condo values decreased slightly with the median price at $305,000. St. Lucie County's unemployment rate for December was 5.1%, slightly higher than the statewide average of 4.4%. The largest increase in the labor force in the Treasure Coast was in education and health services with 1,100 new jobs, followed by leisure and hospitality with 300 jobs, and professional business services with 200 new jobs. According to the Career Source, December's non-agricultural employment in our area was up 900 jobs, a 0.5% increase over last year. If you work for a local business looking for skilled or trained labor, be sure to contact the staff at Career Source as they can assist your company with its recruitment and training needs. And if you're an individual looking for a job, they can help you as well. Visit Career Source online at careersourcerc.com or call 1-866-4U-to-HIRE. Welcome back to Inside St. Lucie. I'm Eric Gill, Communications Director, and I'm joined by St. Lucie County Commissioner Aaron Lowry. Thank you for joining me again.
Oh, of course.
And we brought a guest. You brought a guest, Stacy Annone.
Annone. You're close. Very close.
Okay.
Yes.
And you are a resident and a volunteer on the Infrastructure Surtax Committee. So, yes. Thank you for serving on our committee. Because I know, Commissioner, we always have trouble getting people to volunteer to do that.
It is not an easy task, so we're so thankful to have you.
Well, I will represent Surtax anytime.
So tell us a little bit about, because I believe you said this was like the first committee that you served in Florida anyway.
Yes, it is. Well, this is my hometown, so it made sense for me to move back and to get involved in my community. So one of the very first committees that came to mind was the surtax, because it's something new that the other states that I lived in did not do. And I found this far more interesting, and I needed to learn. What better way to learn than just join the committee? And it's been very fruitful for me.
We'll get into that a little more, because you wanted to talk about the half-cent sales tax, because recently the board passed a resolution to add it onto the ballot for this November to ask residents to consider extending it for another 10 years. It was approved by the voters in 2018 for a 10-year time frame, It's raised about $8 to $12 million annually just for the Board of County Commissioners, but the two cities also get revenue from this half-cent sales tax. And you were on the board when it was voted on in 2018, but what made you want to decide to extend it?
I think seeing the projects that have come alive from the half-cent sales tax surplus.
It's half the surtax.
Yeah,
it's got a bunch of different
lot
names.
of S's. Just seeing in action, because you have a county budget and there's only so much money that can be put towards projects. Roads cost a lot of money, and to be able to have that little pocket of money that we can use for those specific things is so vital to continuing to keep St. Lucie County moving forward and keeping up with our infrastructure. And I just feel like because it's coming up close and it's coming up on the ballot this November, that we really need to be having the conversation now. Bringing Stacy on, I thought, was a fantastic idea, not only to showcase how community members can get involved, but how, local government typically isn't looked at as the most interesting thing. But, once you get involved and you learn, you're really kind of sucked into making St. Lucie County a better place. And I feel like doing this today will kind of help educate the community. And the more we're talking about it and the more that we can see community members that are involved in the process. And, it's not, local government gets kind of a bad name for some things. They feel, I was one to think maybe at some points there's ways that we overspend or this or that. But in this particular case, we are using this money to the best case scenario. And it's really helped not only St. Lucie County, but both of the cities bordering us as well.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that too, because like you said, this infrastructure sales surtax or half-cent sales tax by law can only be spent on capital projects. And Stacey, we were talking about this before we started taping. It doesn't go to staff salaries. It can't go to consultants. It can't buy equipment. It has to go to really better roads, cleaner rivers, and more sidewalks. Mm-hmm. Not in that order, but
Yes.
So what was the biggest surprise for you serving on this committee?
I think the biggest surprise that I took from this is it's not necessarily the evil tax word, right? Because I think me joining the committee originally was more interested because of growing up here and seeing our roadways and how damaging they are, and really wanting to get involved in how do we make Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County better. And so one of the surprising things for me within the first hour of the very first meeting was how many projects are really out there being developed. And I don't mean new developed, I mean refurbished, literally, and how much that cost.
Yeah.
And then the next phase of questions in my mind were, well, where are we getting the funding? I don't see it on my income statements. Right? I did walk in thinking, where is it? I don't understand. Well, it was a great surprise to see that if I was purchasing my Starbucks daily coffee for, it came out of that. And then I started to learn more and more as we progressed into the meetings, and I'm on, year 2, that our tourism provides this tax. So it was, I had very many aha moments with it, which is why now I'm completely fully invested as a resident and supporting it.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because while tourists that come here and stay in hotels and anything less than 6 months, they pay an extra 5% bed tax. Because as you know, that majority of that 5% goes to pay for the Mets or Clover Park and the debt services, and tourism uses 1% to fund their operations. But all those tourists that are using our roads and creating, impacts on the infrastructure and the stormwater, we don't collect any revenue from that.
Bed tax was one that surprised me too. I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
And then to your point, the Met Stadium with the hotels all around there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a small piece of the pie. But imagine what that number really is and what that looks like. And the more people that come and stay in our hotels and enjoy our beaches.
And they're going to local stores to buy products. So, like you said, they're going through the drive-through.
Yes, the burden isn't just on us locals.
Yeah. Estimates show that roughly 20% of the revenue generated from the sales don't come from local residents.
It's only 20. I would have thought even more.
Well, I think that's conservative too, because you even think about people driving up from Miami on their way to Orlando and they stop here halfway and get lunch, or and we forgot suntan lotion or whatever, and they're picking up supplies. Then
it adds up.
That's revenue that we get. And Commissioner, I know you all are going to be seeing a list from the Public Works Department, and you've already had some presentations on what we've done, and it's pretty impressive when you look at the list of projects But then I imagine looking forward the next 10, 20 years, the list of projects is even greater, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think, too, I was most impressed with some of our stormwater projects that help keep the water clean, and, you know, how they've evolved from just simple, like open waters, you know, bodies of water, to some beautiful areas that people could actually go and walk along. And, you know, a lot of that is something that I never knew before.
Yeah.
It's been pretty impressive. And I think, you know, getting out to the community that this is no additional tax that we're charging. We just want to renew it so that we can continue it.
Yeah.
You know, I think coming up in November, there's going to be a lot on the ballot, and we're in a state of the economy where people are afraid. You know, we don't want property taxes. We don't want to pay any more for, you know, things that we have in the community. You know, just the cost of living alone is so much, but this is just a continuation of the sales tax that we already have. And I think once residents understand that, they'll be more, you know, more willing to spread the word for everyone else to go.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned stormwater, because I know I've seen some comments online. Like, well, it's a lake, it's a pond. It's more than that.
No.
It's holding water, it's filtering it. They're planting native plants to help filter out the nitrogen and phosphorus before it gets into the lagoon.
Yes.
And like you said, some of them have nice passive recreation around it. Or I know we've been able, one of the good things is we've been able to match this money. Having a steady revenue stream allows the staff to match it with state and federal grants. And we've done some American Rescue projects where we've gotten federal funding back down to local level. And a lot of people say, well, that's still my tax dollars. True, but that's tax dollars that could have went to Iowa or, you know, where else. But it came back here to Florida, and we've tried to retrofit a lot of areas. Like the Andrea Savannah is the one that comes to mind. That was an old sand mine, right?
Yeah.
That was, it's not a natural lake. It was dug for the sand. And we used some federal funds, and I think also some half-cent sales tax, I believe.
We did.
And we connected that pond, or that, you know, old mine, with 2 natural wetlands, again, to expand the capacity, to clean the water, and provide additional habitat for wildlife. And I know on social media, some people didn't get it. They just saw, you know, the construction and thought, you're building condos. And no, the county really doesn't build condos. It's private developers come and ask for that permission. But
I think the county's really good. Really good at, you know, we have a fantastic ERD department. I think overall too, as a board, you know, ideally we're looking to preserve as many natural spaces and areas and preserves in the county, and stormwater projects kind of help that in the surrounding areas. I think St. Lucie County is doing a really good job of that. I think overall, you know, we're on the right track, and if we can continue this, then we'll have, you know, more projects that we can fund in the future.
Yeah, and I know that's one thing the city of PSL hopes to do too, because they don't really have an environmental resources department. They have parks, and I know with some of the ballot language, I think it worked in like green space too, because let's face it, that the more green space we have, the better water quality we'll have, because it's a natural filter. And even with ERD, I know they've gone into like Becker Preserve, and then I think Lestrange is the next one, where they're trying to restore some natural oxbows. We all know, you know, Florida, this area was pretty swampy back in the, you know, 1920s and 30s and 40s, and then we dug these straight line canals so we could live here. And you know, the unintended consequences, the sins of the past are coming back to bite us now with bad water quality, additional runoff. And so again, this is another a revenue stream to help, you know, correct that. So
I think as a resident, we don't see this. It's not a visual thing with the new drainage systems that are put in. We don't see the changes and the evolution of it. Now, me joining the committee, I see the cost, and I see all of the cross streets, and I see all of the waterways that are in hundreds. It's hundreds of line items. And I think that's the most important piece for the residents to understand, that it's, you know, I keep looking at your picture. It's a really great one. I think this is on Kings Highway, I believe, right?
Yep.
I think it is the one off of Kings Highway. And, you know, unless you're out there, really there every day to see, well, one, it takes a couple of years to do. You know, it's
permitting and
quality, you know, everything, staffing, I think everything goes into play. Renderings, right? I know they changed the renderings multiple times to fit the needs of the land.
Yeah.
And that for me was an aha moment, was how many projects there were that were correcting our drainage. And I didn't realize how crucial it was, and being ahead of it so that we as a resident did not suffer from it.
Yeah.
And I think it's the, you know, I always call it the calm before the storm.
Yeah. Well, I like what you said too about the hidden. You don't see it every day because
don't.
culverts is a great
It's
example
not a
of that.
pothole.
Right? Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't really see a failed culvert until it fails,
don't.
and the road collapsed like Johnston Road. Right? How many
Yep.
residents are upset?
Yeah.
We understand, and we don't want to delay that road any longer than we have to. But at the same time,
Mhm.
over the years when money was tight, the solution was, well, let's sleeve it. We'll just put a smaller culvert underneath it to reduce the capacity. At least the water's still flowing, but then you're reducing the capacity and you're causing backup somewhere else.
Yeah.
And Edwards Road is another one, I think, after, I don't remember which hurricane that was now, if it was Irma or
Right.
one of the hurricanes, and then once you get in there and start doing the road work, you feel, oh, now there's utility lines and
Mhm.
other things that were
Yeah.
maybe
That
put
go
in by
along
a
with
different
it.
municipality that we
Yeah.
may not have been aware of. And you said that causes delays and additional cost.
You
And
do.
Do you ever think in your life drainage would be like exciting? Like you ever think you'd be
That's
sitting
a
here
great-
talking about? I
No.
always say that all the
Yeah.
time. Like I never
Absolutely
thought I
not.
would be amazed by stormwater projects. Like I don't know.
I was.
Yeah.
I was. I'm guilty of that. And how many?
Yeah.
How many? And some that are new developments that you never thought of either. Over in the St. James area, that's not the most mature area anymore. It was still relatively
Sure.
newly developed, and there's little culverts that are issues, and it could be from various environmental reasons, but nobody knows that they were being worked on and they were corrected, and it does. The money comes from somewhere.
well, I mean, the
And-
elements are harsh in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Salt water, the wind, the heat, the sun, all that
Absolutely,
stuff.
and
takes
this
an
this
impact.
area, that Johnston area, is very mature.
Yeah.
And I'm without this half cent, what would happen? you
Yeah.
know, I imagine I know how broken that bridge was. I know it was a hazard, and I know that it's still it's today it's preserved our wildlife too. It wasn't completely removed, so again, we don't see that.
Yeah.
We don't see
Yeah.
that happening. So
And you mentioned bridges. I think back over the Minnesota and
Yeah.
the Potomac recently at Chesapeake. Things collapse if you don't maintain them, and
You
so
don't.
I know
I
whenever
think
something
the
like
infrastructure word gets really also informed
yeah,
a lot. We think infrastructure is a building instead of a road,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
and same thing. Even we were talking with the staff at PSL. They want to see infrastructure as a public safety issue. And if
Sure.
you think about it, it
Makes
really
sense.
is, right? Because
Yeah.
you can call 911, but
Yeah.
if the ambulance can't get to your
Mhm.
house quick enough because
Right.
there's a road delay or bridge out, or
Good point. Yeah.
I remember when we did the education back in 18 and we were on the Barrier Island, a lot of those folks, some of the President's Council, they said, well, A1A is a brand new road. We got great sidewalks. None of this doesn't impact us. And I said, it does it in front of your house, but,
Right.
and I'm not
People.
trying to put fear tactics in here, but if you need to go to the hospital, you're probably going to go down and across Judson Beach and then up Indian River
Mhm.
Drive, and Indian River Drive's a narrow, skinny road. If that's washed out, then you're gonna have to go to US 1, hit more delays before you get to, Tiffany's or the hospital,
Sure.
or, Tradition. And they're, oh yeah, and you see the wheels spinning. Yeah, it's not just in front of your house. And again, like we said, this is gonna impact and benefit both the cities as well as the county. So everyone's looking at it from that perspective, and all three municipalities are putting together their list for the next 10 years. And that's got to be a challenge for you, Commissioner, too, trying to project for the next 10 years, 20 years.
It's hard for me to think like what I'm doing next week. But envisioning like, especially when we have to categorize like what projects we think would, putting them in order of
Mhm.
like what's priority.
Yeah.
We do the similar thing. I'm on the TPO board and we're looking at a 50-year plan of roads, and it's like, wow, but you really have to plan that far out because the costs are astronomical. I think St. Lucie County does a very good job of being efficient with their spending as far as infrastructure goes, and kudos to Patrick with Public Works because he is incredible. And I've learned a lot. Like I said, I never thought I'd be interested in stormwater, but I think it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And just there's so much that goes on in the county that I think residents, just need to be aware of, that we have people that are willing to jump on board and help be a part of the solution. And
Yeah, and
so glad
Cecilia,
Stacey's here.
we
She's
could
not my
too.
appointee. I would have loved her to.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
I'm
think
glad
she's
you had her
amazing.
on because, again, I'm paid to be here. So, and,
Mhm.
you are too to some
Yeah.
extent, but you aren't. So, and I appreciate you get these reports, you see them quarterly, and we do these annual reports. We have a website up. It's
Yes.
St. Lucie or SLC half cent. We also bought FP half cent and PSL
Mhm.
half cent. They all go to the same place, but it's a way for residents to see the work that's been done. And again, it's reassurance, right? That it can't be spent on salaries or equipment.
Right.
It's capital projects, brick and mortar in the ground, and then it's overseen by a group of volunteers who. Last night at our board meeting, someone came up, who was on that committee and said, this is important for it to get renewed. So, but talk a little bit about that if you don't mind. This is the committee, what their focus has been and what kind of questions they've asked.
We all have very different perspectives on the committee, and it's growing. Even from my first meeting, we went from 3 to 6, and I think we might actually be close to the 7, 8, something along those lines, because there's been a couple of new faces. But anyways, I find that we all brings a very different perspective. We all come from very different backgrounds in our career wise. We also have our own agendas of what we're interested in. Mine changed drastically from meeting 1 to the most recent one as well. And, so I think that, we have one committee member who is actually in construction. So he recognizes these projects very quickly. He can talk about them. He's also multi-generational family here too. Yeah. So he remembers when they were projects from 30 years ago that were just being built. I don't. So I could have cared less 30 years ago, sure. Right? So it's great to have him bring that perspective to the meetings. And then you have somebody who was in the education system as a principal. So she cares about
sidewalks, right?
The sidewalks,
yeah.
Our children's safety.
Yeah.
So she's gonna, she'll hone in on those projects. She very quickly identified a couple of meetings ago there wasn't enough of those. So I think that there's some value to that. And then you have, a couple other members that, like myself, as well as one other I can think of. We're entrepreneurs. We own, we're in our own businesses, and the other is not a native of Fort Pierce. I am. So, he brings the value of understanding how it's going to affect our tourism, how our roads attract different people in different ways. It affects our business, which in turn affects our revenue, right? Yeah. And then for me, on my end, it's a little bit of almost all of it in one, because I grew up here. This Fort Pierce matters to me. It's old. Sure. There's a lot of history here. And, I have residents that are now aware that I'm on the committee. I did not expect this at all, but I'll get random messages that will ask me, hey, could you, propose this road? And as much as I want to say, oh, I can help you with that, I know I'm not Patrick and I'm not his team, but I feel a part of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I definitely can easily go to Patrick. He's so transparent and very willing to accept and say, hey, I just had a friend that mentioned this road, and where I'm going with this is it just so happened I'm not on the city surtax, I'm on the county. So
that
this
road
was a city, yes. And so I unfortunately can't play a role in that, but I most certainly did, because our Mr. Kroll, our chairman, does play a role in the city. So he was able to hear that.
Yeah.
And so I think that what we all collectively bring, and I learned something recently that I did not know, which I guess is fortunate for us today, but not so much before, is this is one of the commissioner's favorite committees, because we are dedicated. There's more of us now, and we seem to not want to go anywhere. Yeah. So I did not know that in my last BOCC meeting when we gave our annual reporting. I learned that from you guys and did not realize that it was a relatively quiet committee before, not so quiet anymore. So I'm glad to hear that, because I think that's what a committee should be.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think, we should have more than just myself, all of them. I think you'll really enjoy every single one. We all have very different perspectives.
Which is good. Yeah. And I think you mentioned a good point too about the cities and the counties working together, because a lot of times, one of the first projects I remember us doing was Prima Vista, and residents don't know, example. Right? Yeah. Prima Vista, part of it's us, part of it's the city.
And it took a partnership. I sat in that meeting.
Yeah, yes, and we don't want to start ours and then have theirs start 2 years after
I
we
call it
do
the
our,
chicken or the egg,
and
right?
so so there is a lot of coordination between the public works staffs
Sure.
to make sure we're doing the best we can. Sometimes we can't, like when there's a failed culvert, we got to address it
Yeah.
right away. But some of these, repaving, resurfacing, expansion of the sidewalks, we do the best we can to coordinate that. And again, we pull our resources together, we can expand the dollars and stretch
Yeah.
them further.
Yeah.
So.
When we work
Absolutely.
together, makes the dream happen. So.
Absolutely.
Because you mentioned a lot going on at the county. Anything else going on here as we enter April? I know Earth Day is a big event. We mentioned ERD, or Environmental Resources Department. That's a big thing.
Yeah, Earth Day coming up. It's always huge. I can't wait for it again. Believe it or not, I feel like this year's already flown by.
I know.
I mean, we're going to be talking, just on my calendar, we set dates aside for a budget workshop. In the summer, I'm like, how are we there already? Because then that's going to be Christmas again. So, there's a lot. Summer, I feel like, is really busy for us at the county.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's busy all year long. But I enjoy it because it's a challenge and I like staying busy. But, between the budget, we have Earth Day coming. I encourage residents to come out. We do have these budget workshops. We'll talk a lot about, it's very transparent to the members of the community. They're welcome to come. I believe it's maybe the third week in July.
Mm-hmm. And they're
Somewhere
going
in
to
there.
be streamed live this year.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Are we
From
going
the
to do it?
chambers.
Did we decide to do them in chambers?
We're doing
Yeah.
them in
Oh,
the
good.
chambers because the equipment's already there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
makes it,
Oh, yeah.
not
So-
that it's all about me and my team, but
it makes it a lot
It's a
easier.
little
Yeah,
easier
yeah.
than us running cameras and wires over in the Fence Center.
So, it's great to see, that we have so many committees in the county that people can get involved in. I know sometimes it's hard to find people that are, have the time to dedicate, and just want to thank you for, giving your
Yes.
time, because
Well,
it's a commitment, and not only is it a commitment, but it's also, you're taking on another responsibility. And, when social media is one aspect of it, when you share something and now you're a target for, criticism, but
I
you know,
experienced that too.
but it's nice to have, citizen be able to say, no, this is what it's about.
Well, Stacey, you brought up a good point. Everybody on their committee is from or lives in this county. They may not have grown up here, but they live here now. I recently looked at our HR list of all our employees, roughly a little over 900. 87% of them live in this county. So, we were talking about social media and people think, oh, the county doesn't care. Well, if almost 90% of our people live in this county, and some of them don't live here, just live across the border in Indian River or Martin,
Yeah.
Of course we care. We don't want to, we want to improve the infrastructure. We want our schools to be great. We want our libraries to be awesome, and so there is that pride in our work. And I think you mentioned that with the public works staff, right? You've
Yes.
seen their dedication and
Very much. They're very transparent. I think that's the most important thing that most folks out there, probably because they're not on the committee, to see. They are an open book. If there's a project that can't be taken into consideration, Patrick is very forthright in saying, here's why. Most of the time, he's very aware of it,
Mhm.
which is nice, and he's able to give a background and a history on it. But I will say the majority of the time, if it's not on the books, for lack of a better word, to be within the same year, to start within the same year, it's likely the following year. It's likely it could even be 5 years from now. Like the planning that goes in behind the scenes with public works was a huge aha moment for me. They are a step ahead of us.
like
but-
you said, the permitting takes years, the
Very
bid
much.
process
Oh, yeah.
Very
alone,
much.
and getting contractors in, and then
And it's frustrating as a resident, right?
Sure.
You want things to be done quickly, especially if it's affecting you personally.
yeah.
I've lived on roads where, if it's not a flooding, there's asphalt issues in general, and you want it done within months,
Sure.
not years.
Yeah.
And I think that's another reality. Could there be areas of improvement? Absolutely. I would, if as a citizen, I would say that would be my area of improvement, is how can we speed things up, take it from 5 years to 3 years, not asking a lot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm learning through Patrick and his team why that goes into play. And there's so many variables with it, but ultimately we are informed as a citizen. It's on the website. We can see the projects that are already listed. that are currently being worked on and that will be worked on.
Yeah.
And then we do our budget meetings with the county commissioners as well, and we present what the year looked like. And I get the impression that even you guys sometimes are surprised to see the transition and how much was on there.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Commissioner, anything else you want to mention before we wrap up the show? I appreciate you taking the
Thank you
time
for
to
having
come
me.
down.
I know. Thank you very much. No, I think we've had a lot to talk about today. I look forward
Yeah.
to seeing and moving this, across the finish line come November, and we'll be able to continue, some of these projects that have been waiting to get done and maybe quicker than anticipated, and have the team get to work.
Well, like I said, this late summer, staff from the county and 2 cities will be going out and meeting with HOA groups. So if anybody wants to learn more, we're happy. We can't advocate, we can only educate. Elected officials can advocate, residents can advocate for us, but staff, we can only educate. But we're here to explain, again, how the money's been spent over the last 7-8 years and how we intend to spend it for the next 12 if it's or 10 if it's renewed. We still have 2 more years left. And I do want to just preface, because when we did this presentation, the city of Fort Pierce asked, why renew it now? We still got two more years left. And the reasoning behind that was knowing that those funding cycles, we don't want to wait till year 10 and then potentially miss a gap in funding. So we'll give the residents opportunity this year, because it has to be done in a November election. The state's changed when you all can put things on the ballot. So that's why it is on the ballot this November. So we still have time, because like you said, there's probably going to be a lot of things on the ballot this year to consider. So that'll be a whole separate show, right?
Oh, yeah.
With the supervisor elections, we'll go through what all the ballot
Yes.
initiatives are.
There's going to be a lot.
I did hear there was a lot, I think, and that's alarming. A
We
lot
know,
of them,
because
a lot of them
some can get
cannibalized.
really confusing.
Yeah.
And I think, and this is totally off subject, but it kind of plays a part in this. We're talking about things on the ballot. It almost should be statute where it has to be written on a certain grade level. So where the language is clear and concise, because there's, I've got 2 college degrees, and I sometimes have to go back and reread it 3 or 4 times and say, what are they, hold on a second.
Yeah.
The written sometimes to kind of confuse you. And I think it should be very straightforward and, very simple language so that everyone can understand. and
Yeah,
make the best
absolutely.
decision.
Well, and I know the chamber in the past has done some shows where they kind of
Break it
down, pros and cons and who's been for it, who's against it. And that always helps too.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
we'll have to get with Tris and see if
Yes.
that was still the plans. But
Yeah.
thank
a
you
great
both
idea.
again for the
Yes.
time today.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much
it
for
was fun.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yes.
inviting me.
Absolutely.
Like I
was
said, we'll call
lovely.
you up for those lecture series.
Yes.
if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
mind.
That would be
I will.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, don't go anywhere. We take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with some more public works projects that have been completed.
Rehabilitation of 2 critical culvert pipe crossings beneath North FFA Road was recently completed. On behalf of St. Lucie County Public Works, PRP Construction replaced the metal pipe at Canal 44 and lined the pipe at Canal 45. Roadway pavement was also restored at each location. Prior to rehab, depressions in the pavement adjacent to each pipe indicated that the culverts were failing. These depressions were intensified by rainfall events like Hurricane Milton. In the interest of public safety, an emergency replacement or rehabilitation of each pipe was authorized by county administration. The engineering division is responsible for managing capital improvement projects to improve county infrastructure. For more information, visit stlucieco.gov.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Inside St. Lucie, and we hope you'll tune in again next month. If you have topics or subjects you'd like to see covered here on the program related to St. Lucie County government, give us a call at 772-462-1791 or send us an email at pio@stlucieco.gov. And don't forget, all of our programs are available on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/stluciegov. From myself and the staff, I'm Eric Gill. Thanks for watching.